I have told you that I want to show you a different way of managing these variables. I don't like to assigning values for these variables from the variables.tf. So for this, I will create a new file that is called terraform.tfvars. So all of the values for our variables will be included in this file. If we don't include anything, or if we miss to include any variable here, and after I remove this default section for each of these, if I just don't include any variable in the terraform.tfvars, it will prompt me to insert its value. This way, I can make sure all of the variables contain values. I can actually keep the default here, and I can define different set of values, and these different set of values that I define here will override whatever is defined in this variables.tf. So let's start with this. We just take the variable name and assign it a value. That's it. So let's do it now. And let's go to the file here, variables.tf. Let's take the project ID and let's do that in this file, and then let's assign it a value. So I will copy that value again. And you know what? I want to make sure the project ID is accurate every time, so I will just remove this. I want to make sure that Terraform will capture a proper project ID when it starts to apply or do any changes to my environment. So I will remove the default value here. I will make sure it's only assigned from this file, and in case it's not found in this file, or if it was empty, then Terraform will prompt me in the CLI to insert that value. In case I didn't type it, it will throw an error and it will not progress in the configuration. So this is my first value done. I will do the rest of the values. So credentials file. So credentials file equals, then taking this whole value and actually removing this whole line as well. So I want to make sure that these values are always assigned, whether through terraform.tfvars or through an input, because this might change and I don't want to keep them defined always with a default value here. Then I don't really care about the GCP region. It can be a default fallback value. And I have the GCP zone as well. Again, autocomplete will do it for me. It's just that I want to see the values here. So we have zone A and dash A. And then we have the subnet IP range, which is this one. Again, I don't really care if this is defined in the default value. It's like a fallback value or something if it was not defined here. Again, the auto create subnets, it's a false. So yeah, just false. I can change it here and it will override the VPC creation mode. So it will be an automatic VPC. Then we have the MTU, VPC, MTU. Then this is the value for the MTU. We have now the interesting part, which is the VM config. What I can do is I can just take all of that. Actually, I can take all of this and paste it here and just take the variable name now, obviously. I actually will change the VM name into app2. And also I might add some additional tag. Yeah. So just to show you some discrepancy, maybe I can do this as E2 micro. I think there is E2 micro. Yeah, you know, just some stuff to show you that again. That's it. So this is my terraform.tfvar is ready. Now, once I save it, I already pressed Ctrl S. Let me show you what's going to happen when I remove this line, the project ID. And then let's do Terraform plan. It's going to change one resource, right? Because we changed this VM, the information of this VM. So it's going to destroy and create replacement. So it's going to destroy the whole VM. and created with a new name, right? So let's do terraform apply and see if it will prompt us for the project name. So this is what I mean when you are missing a value that's not defined in the variables. So you see I have removed the project name from the top of the file, and in variables.tf there is no default value for that anymore, so it wants to have the value from us. If I just don't type it, it will probably throw an error, but then you got the point, right? So it just to make sure that I can provide a value. So let me do yes, and let's see if it's going to do it. It's destroying the old VM with the name VM-1 flask app -1, and now you see the error it has thrown because there was no value for the project ID, so it could not create that value. So let me put it back here. This is the correct project name. Yeah, let me apply this. So you see now it's already detected the value of the project name, and now it wants to create a single VM. So typing yes. Now we're going to see it in GCP with this new name and with these tags and with this type, because these will override whatever we define in the variables.tf. So the resource has been created, and if I refresh here off screen, you see there is a Flask app 2. When I go inside it, first of all, let's check the VM type, which is, what is that? It's E2 micro, and the tags are similar to what we have defined in our TFVars configuration. So I guess that's all what I want to talk about in this video. There is one more point left as mentioned, which is the outputs. This is about how you can output values to the CLI so that you can get some required information such as a VM name, a VM IP, and all of that. So I will see you in the next video.